Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome to the finale of Let's Play Mario Party 10 years later. We're in Mushroom Village to check out all of the options within this screen, within these houses that we haven't visited yet, and some features in one house in particular that we've already been to, but we will get started here in a second. If you press the start button, you'll get an item list that will show off every single item that you have active in the game, and it will also show off how many coins you have and how many stars you've collected. For the star count, it's really only relevant if you have not reached 100 stars yet. If you have, it's kind of pointless, but the coins are nice to know, especially if you're trying to purchase minigames. If you're me, you've already purchased all of them, so again, that is also pointless. But this is a quick way to see what is active before you get started on a board. Because say, you know, you don't want to play with Boo, or you meant to turn on the Lucky Box or something. You can quickly access that from here, and you can see everything that you have purchased. And you see a couple items on here that are relevant to what we've already done. So like Magma Mountain, you have to purchase that at a point, which is pretty funny, I think. You have to play like all the boards and then purchase Magma Mountain with a set number of coins. I don't even remember how many because it's been so long ago at this point, but these are all the items. So this is kind of your quick access menu. And then if you use the control stick just to move screens, you can go either way. Current standings, it will show you the current standings of everything you've played, how many times you've played certain boards, and how many times, or how many stars you've collected in those boards. It's a really just kind of little fun record keeper, if you will. And you can see that I've only played Bowser's Magma Mountain 5 times and Wario's Battle Canyon 7 times on this cartridge, which has been my personal cartridge since I was like, probably like 12. Before that, I always rented the game. I rented it like every Friday. I know that sounds kind of crazy because that's a lot of Fridays and a lot of rental money, but it was like my tradition that I did with my dad every Friday. It was super fun. I loved it. And it kept the game fresh. I was always unlocking things. But anyway, since then, these are my records. So clearly I like Mario's Rainbow Castle the best. And I've collected the most stars on it. 308. How fun is that? Oh, so this is just kind of a fun little access that you can tap into in the game. Obviously, this raft down here, we visited it last time. It takes you to Minigame Island, so we won't check out that today. But we're going to go from left to right. We're just going to make like a little semicircle above and beyond the pipe. So we're going to go into the mushroom shop. This is where you can buy items from this guy. I'll trade you items for coins. I'm sorry, we've sold out of everything. Yeah, I've already bought everything. Sorry, guys. Typically, if there was anything available for sale, it would stop you on those shelves that it is literally whizzing by as I push my control stick to the right. So I'm sorry, there's nothing for sale in here. This is where you purchase all of your items. It has a really fantastic theme. I always like how this guy looks and that he has a yellow mushroom top since my favorite color is yellow. But yeah, we can do literally nothing here besides leave. So how exciting is that? So our next stop is going to be at the Mushroom Bank. And this tells you how many stars and coins you have as well. A lot of people don't know about that like easy access start menu. So this is the place to come if you're not sure. Or if you don't know that exists, which now you do. So you really don't have to come in here at all to get that information. This guy on the left, he can withdraw or deposit items for you. And this guy on the right is completely pointless because all he can do is tell you your balance of stars and coins, which is already on the chalkboard, so thank you, Captain Obvious. It's amazing how many stars you've gotten. You really are a superstar. Well, you know what? It'd be more amazing if the count didn't stop at 100, dude, but thanks a lot. I also thought both of these guys were ladies growing up as well. I don't know why I thought they were both girls. I just kind of made that up in my head, maybe because I'm a girl, but I don't know. So anyway, if you talk to this guy, we've got your items here. Do you want to use them? Yes. He will open up the safe that has all of your valuables in it. And this has all of the coin box options. So we have the coin box, which is the standard that you start with. It's just the normal coin box to hold your coins. The lucky box, you get 10% interest with this coin box. That is the best one in my opinion. That's the one that I would have on every single time I played if I were trying to bank coins to buy mini games or to buy items. because there's no loss. You can only gain with that. Whereas the casino box, it's a high risk, high reward kind of thing, but you also can lose a lot of money this way too. So bet your coins with this box to get double or half of what you actually collected. So it's a little risky. I wouldn't recommend using it if you're trying to earn a lot of coins for in-game opportunities. So I just have it turned on right now because I have no reason to worry about that. So credits, we're going to see that at the end of this video. That's something else you can buy though, so that's super cute. Once you beat the game, you have the option to buy that. And then we have all of the blocks that are options for the board. They're just extra little board events. You can turn them off if they're really bothersome or you don't want to worry about any kind of extra luck or chance that can be added to your board gameplay. So I like to have them all on. I think it just adds something extra. It's a little more exciting. But yeah, so we have the warp block, the hidden block, which features either Boo, Koopa, or Bowser, which we've actually seen a lot in this playthrough. We've seen all of these a lot in this playthrough. So anyway, those are those two, and these are the roll type of blocks. So plus block, whatever you roll, that's the amount of coins you gain. Minus block, whatever you roll, that's the amount of coins you lose. The speed block, which you can only roll an 8 through 10, or the slow block, you can only roll a 1 through 3. So both of those have their pros and cons along the way when you're playing a board. These guys up here, these no signs, there's no Koopa and no Boo. You can play without these bonuses if you like. I used to always play with the no Boo turned on because so many times I'd play with real people. We didn't steal from each other anyway, and we didn't want to mess with the computer players stealing from us, so it was kind of pointless, and we didn't really care about it. We just wanted to play without that. In a way, this can also be a good option if you are wanting to earn money in this game to buy any sort of item or minigames, because if you turn Boo off, no one's going to be taking anything from you, so it'll be, unless they get that hidden block, you might want to turn that off too. But yeah, if there's no possible way of getting Boo, that's probably ideal when you're trying to earn coins. So you might want to turn him off just for the time being so you don't lose out on coins or stars if you're trying to unlock that final board really quickly. No Koopa, basically like you just don't want an extra bonus. I don't really see the point to that as much, and I've never used it, so. But those are all the items. We'll come back here again at the end of the video to view the credits, but for now, we're going to leave. Okay, so we're heading up here for the first time as well. This is the option house. You can choose your game settings here. And immediately when you walk in here, this guy says, I can erase all saved data, which is like, wow, that's super inviting. Thank you, dude. This is also like the hip, hot dude of the game. So he's the true hottie. Just look at him. Mr. like tall, dark, and handsome. Also, I don't know why there's such sexual music here. Like, that says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And then it has like, he goes, yeah. And then it has like this chick going, huh? I don't really know what that is. I have no idea who came up with this idea, but. And he's kind of on like a swinging chair, so I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. But anyway, if you go up here, this is an item you can purchase in the shop. This is the talking parrot. I can mimic many characters' voices. So you can talk to this parrot, and it will say basically any dialogue that's in the game. It's kind of cool, but at the same time kind of weird because it's all random. You just have to keep pressing A to listen to different people's like sound effects or their dialogue. There's no menu for that, which later on there is. In like later games, you can go in and you can listen to any of their dialogue when they're happy, sad, when they lose, win, you know, any of that. And this is also kind of a fun way to discover dialogue you almost never hear in this game. So yeah, we're hearing all kinds of fun stuff. I don't really know, but anyway, that's just like a fun little extra. This little dial over here, this is the sound level. It can set things to stereo or mono, you know, which is super important, you know, obviously. Whoops, we don't want to leave. If you go to the right, this is the best part of this house, and this is the jukebox. Choose any song you like and give it a spin. So yeah, instead of having like character dialogue in here, which would have made sense, where you could like pick, or even having the parrot let you pick, like, hey, I want to hear Wario's happy cry, or I want to hear Wario's, like, despair or whatever. Like, you can't do that. It's all just completely random. Or I want to hear the announcer lady. Like, I don't know. They just made it random, so it's like, okay, well, that's not as cool as we would have liked, but that's okay. So anyway, here you can play any song in the game that you like. And I would spend all kinds of time here when I was a kid because there was no YouTube. You couldn't just look up game music and listen to it, so this was really the only way to do it. And I would probably listen to what we just heard the most, what we just heard in the last episode, which was the Minigame Island theme, because this is a really cool remix right here of every single world in its progression playing in unison. So like it starts out with World 1 and then it progresses to World 2 and like it just keeps adding to that song and gets like so majestic by the end. Like I absolutely love the way that this is put together in this jukebox. Because you don't hear it that way when you just visit Minigame Island. You hear whatever music is part of the world you're in. So like this is just the coolest theme to listen to. Like listen to how the transition is. Look this up on YouTube now and just listen to it if you're not familiar, because it's a super cool remix, a super awesome way of putting this together. Also, the Stolen Star is another song we never heard in this game because I didn't show you guys what happens when you reach that final boss battle of the game, which is when Bowser steals all the stars and you unlock Eternal Star and you have to beat it in order to beat the game and to save the stars. So, believe it or not, this song will play over the Peaceful Mushroom Village. Toad will be all sad. It's all dark and depressing. It's actually a really unique screen. I wish I had a way to show it off. And I'm sure there's videos of it on YouTube you can look up now, but it actually has Bowser's footprints, his tracks leading into the pipe. It's very menacing, and it's really, really a cool twist to the finale of this game when you finally unlock Eternal Star, and especially when this game was new and you know you didn't know what was coming at the end and there wasn't the internet to just look it up. It was so awesome to have like some kind of climax in the game that you know you had to beat something, you had to get somewhere. So but yeah, we never heard that theme. That was the only one we didn't hear because we didn't have the opportunity to. So anyway, that is it for the option house. So we are going to leave and go to the final house, which we've seen once before. This is the minigame house, and you can play minigames here. So, lots of fun to be had in these little side houses, especially the option house and the minigame house. You'll probably visit the minigame house the most, as that's where I'm most familiar because of how many times I've been here. So anyway, if you go to the left, this is another item that you can purchase in the shop. It's the Mecha Fly Guy, and it's a rotate the control stick kind of thing. It just holds the record for how many spins you can do with your control stick. My record is 57, so we'll do it right now just for fun. See how far we get. Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think I'll ever beat my record because it's like, I've probably done it so much that there's no way. Yeah, not even close. That's still not quite it. There's nothing you get for like getting a certain amount on this. It's just literally to see how many times you can rotate the control stick. It's for your own benefit. So anyway, when you first enter, you're gonna be set to this chick. We've already seen the Pot of Skills. That's the only option to the right. And it features Minigame Stadium. So the only other thing in this room besides her is the Mecha Fly Guy. And this right here is her magic ball, or her crystal ball. If you click on her, and she will sell you minigames, but I bought all 50 so far, so want to buy some minigames? Yeah, they all have stars next to them, meaning I've already purchased them. So if you haven't purchased all of them already, the ones with stars next to them are the ones that you have. So if it doesn't have a star next to it, you still need to buy it. Otherwise, you're good to go. So if you talk to her, you can buy minigames, but if you scroll onto her crystal ball, you can play minigames. So, well, I don't know why she shakes so much. Do you want to play a minigame? Yes, we do! So we have something fun to show off here. Whatever. Yeah, sure. And we'll just leave these guys on normal, because I don't really care. We're going to do, just one game for the moment. I think that's what I want to do. Player's choice, you can set this to where, like, she'll choose for you or whatever. But, you know, we don't do that most of the time, obviously. Instruction screen, you can turn them off or on. Results screen, you can turn off or on. And winner screen, those are just little features of this. I'll leave them on for now. And then you can choose your type. You can't mix and match types when you play minigames here, unfortunately. You either have to go all one or none. And right now I'm actually going to go to the one player because there is a bonus one player minigame in this. And you know what? I actually need to select more than one game for this, so we'll select 3. But yeah, you have some bonus one player minigames that you can unlock. Normally, if you come in here and you have not unlocked, or if you've unlocked them but you haven't purchased them yet, they will appear on the bookcase, I believe, that is to the right of this lady, but nothing happens when we move our control stick that way, and I'll kind of show off what I'm talking about when I'm done with this, but nothing happens when we move our control stick this way because we've already done it. So I wish that these were incorporated into the boards. They're not. You can only play them here. Even if it was just, you know, bumper ball maze and you got either 1, 2, or 3. I think the reason they're not is because they're so challenging. It's almost like, oh, you could have had like an easy win, or you could just lose with this, because these are really difficult. So there are 3 different mazes. This is all about, like, this is just all about how steady you are with this kind of thing. And like here, you've got like little shortcuts. It's really difficult, you guys. No, I missed. Here's the results screen. The results screen on, or for the minigame house is the same as for minigame stadium. Yeah. And you cannot set computer players to play one-player minigames, unfortunately. So you can't just set them to play them and then watch. Like, you have to do it, so they will be on my results screen no matter what. Yeah, these are so hard. Like, they're so hard. Obviously, I have beaten them at some point in time, but I've gone slow as a snail and just taken my sweet time in doing so because they are not the easiest things to do. There's actually a 4-player minigame in Mario Party 3 that is actually really similar in mechanics to this. A little bit more reliable with movement, only because you're not on a ball. But yeah, it kind of sucks. So those are the those are the bumper ball mazes. And aren't they amazing? Yeah, no. So I'm gonna turn this results screen off because we've already seen what it does. And I actually want to show off a couple funny things here. Okay, sorry for the little cut right there. I had to remember which minigames I wanted to show off little fun tidbits for, because I said I would, and I wanted to show off the fails for some of these because they're actually really funny. So I want to show off the fail for Knock Block Tower really quickly because I said I would. Yeah, so this is what I did the first time I ever played this. Just immediately hit that guy and bounced off. Draw! We're just gonna see all these draws. Like, all these draws. So funny. But yeah, some of these fails, I wish we'd seen them and we didn't, so I'm like making a point now to actually show them. Also, here's one, coin shower flower. Yes. I want to show off if you fall off the flower, what happens. You basically just get like a cute little jingle, but it is possible to fall off and for everybody to be like, wow, we're screwed. You could actually throw the game this way if you didn't want anybody to win anything, but yeah, that's little that's a little jingle that's like I think technically I'm gonna be yeah, I'm winning because I got 2 coins from that. Isn't that exciting? Or I won. I shouldn't say I'm winning. I won that. And then lastly, I want to show off, actually I need to set the computer players to be easy. I hope that they do something funny here because that would be the ultimate. Also, I should point out, you can set computer players to very hard in your minigame menu here if you like an extra challenge. Unfortunately, again, you can't unlock that and just set them to that in the regular boards for some reason. I wish you could. In a way, I wish there was a very easy as well, just because I think it would be so funny. But yeah, I want to show off Bomb Skip Ball and what happens if you don't do anything. Hopefully something funny happens, because sometimes it's just so stupid and you can win by like doing absolutely nothing. And if it's not funny, well, like what? Come on, Mario, quit running in circles here. Well, you know what? Mario failed me, you guys. Mario just straight up failed me, but you can see how dumb the computer players are and how it is possible to win that game by doing nothing if they're set to easy, because they just run around in circles. So, pretty funny.
Luigi, Peach wins.
You know what? That is the wrong grammar, chick, but you know what? You just do your own thing. So, I had to show that off. I just wanted to show off a couple little funny tidbits that we didn't see in the regular game, just because we had no reason to fail on purpose. But yeah, if you go to the right, it whizzes by this bookcase here that you can briefly see, and that's where you originally find Bumper Ball Maze. However, we already purchased it, so it's not over there anymore, but yeah, that's where you would originally find that. Okay, and with that, we've literally seen everything but the credits. So we're gonna head back to the Mushroom Bank, and we're gonna get the credits record out and view that and officially close out this project. All right. I love this music as well. I love that it's nighttime in Mushroom Village too. Like, I wish that it would just be nighttime sometimes. Like, every other time you came back here, it'd be nighttime or something, because it's just so pretty. And it fits the whole star theme. So cute. The power of the stars come together. This is what happens normally after you beat Eternal Star for the first time. Aww, Mario Party staff. And Mario Party is one word for some reason. That's kind of weird. Oh my gosh, this music is just so fierce. And all the characters are going to come riding by on stars, including all the side characters, which I think is fantastic. And I just love this credits theme. I love the whole, like, just the arrangement of the music is just so victorious and, like, beautiful. I love the song. I love the visuals. I think it's so, so fitting to wrap up the game. And I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, and it has a pretty funny ending. Aw, Yoshi. This kind of sounds like part of Into the Woods to me, though. This part right here. Into the woods, da-dun-da-dun, take us on a journey. Like, it kind of has that vibe. Also, big shout out to Wario. But I want to take the opportunity while we're viewing the credits to just thank you guys so much for watching this project, for all of your enthusiasm, and more than that, for 10 years on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being part of my life for 10 years, part of my gaming journey, and just making everything so much more fun and enjoyable, and seriously being part of the best part of my life. This is my favorite thing in my life, is just this whole gaming community and this whole world of gaming that I've accessed through YouTube, through you guys, and just I've had so much fun with this. Like, I've made the best memories just being a gamer and becoming a gamer, and I couldn't have done any of that without you. So I don't want to come off as, you know, like, oh yeah, all of this was just, you know, granted to me. Like, I want you guys to know how thankful I am for all of you in the audience watching, and how grateful I am for your support, because I know that you are the ones that truly make the journey what it is. It's like, yes, I record videos and I put the work in and editing and all that crazy fun stuff, but like, at the end of the day, it comes down to like the two of us, like the gamer and the viewer relationship, and all of that awesomeness that goes on in the gaming community. Like, I could not be prouder of this community as a whole. So many people in the gaming community are just overwhelmingly kind. Hey, that chick doesn't have legs! They're just overwhelmingly kind and accepting human beings. I've met some of the most unique, well, they have legs. I've met some of the most unique and interesting people through this journey that has been 10 years in the gaming industry, and I don't see any sort of, like, ending to it. Like, it's all growing so much, and I just want to be part of the growth forever. Like, I love all of you guys. You're awesome, and this has been, like, the most amazing thing in my life is just, like, all of this that has been achieved through online, you know? We all did this together, like, online. Isn't that crazy? Like, we all know each other because of this platform and, like, just gaming on YouTube and on Twitch, and I think that is so, so cool. Like, that's how I met, you know, the love of my life. I met through, like, this online gaming experience. It seems so crazy, and my best friends in the world, it's like, it's unbelievable and it's unreal, and so I just want to thank every single one of you watching that has made this life possible. I love all of you, and I'm so grateful for you. So, so grateful for you, and I hope for nothing but the best for all of you. And if you are, you know, aspiring to become a gamer or to become, you know, this freaking fish. Sorry, if you're aspiring to become, like, an online gamer or a game designer, like, just go for it. Like, do not ever give up on it. Go for it. It's growing. It's a thriving, beautiful, wonderful place to be. And it's funny because, you know, we've all been that kid before who it's like, you know, you've had that person say, like, well, yeah, but what are you going to do with video games? Special thanks to you guys, because you know what you're going to do with video games? You're going to have the time of your life. And look at it, but that's what I mean. Look at us now. Like, here we are. Gaming is huge. It's bigger than ever. And now I can laugh in all those people's faces. Whoever said, yeah, but what are you going to do with gaming? Like, more like, what am I not going to do with gaming, girl? So yeah, thank you for 10 years. Look, even that guy is on the credits. Yeah, thank you guys for 10 incredible years on YouTube, online, being part of the gaming community. I would be lost without you. So thank you all so much. Also, super special shout out to Slim Kirby, who's the first person I ever watched on YouTube, in the gaming community anyways, the first gamer I ever watched. Thank you for ruining my Googling of, you know, Mario Party playthrough with your voice and being like, who's this guy? This freaking guy talking in this. But then I was intrigued, so thank you for that. Thank you for being my first subscriber. Yeah, just a big shout out to him. We are the collective superstar, you guys, and that chick still doesn't have legs. I'm telling you guys, the gaming industry is all inclusive. You don't have to have legs. Don't sweat it. You can work it. I'm not even joking right now. The end, you guys. The end. Thank you so, so much for being part of this project. It's been so much fun for me to recreate this project 10 years later and upload all the same days and just be doing this same thing again 10 years later. It's just been so much fun. I've had so much fun with this. So thank you for the fun. Thank you for the awesomeness. Please join me at my Twitch streams. Please stay active in the gaming community because it is an awesome place and I love all of you. This has been MadameWario. Peace out, pimps.